everyone, my name is Tia and I yet again feel like the luckiest gal in the world when I find these library sales out and about. So I went with my mom this past weekend and we did some damage. And by damage, I mean we spent $10. We spent $10. You really cannot ask for a better deal. You feel like you are robbing a library. However, buying books from libraries, borrowing books from libraries, even getting your first library card, going to library sales, donating to libraries, all of this supports our local libraries. So I highly encourage you to check out these resources. If you do have a library near you, I feel so lucky that my community has these kinds of resources. I just really want to emphasize that. Libraries need our support. But this sale actually, instead of like giving me a proper tote bag, they gave me paper Trader Joe's bags. I reuse those suckers for just like, I don't know, anything under the sun. I will be reusing paper bags and plastic bags. So anyway, that was a bonus, but I got 34 books for $10. I'm pulling out my trusty calculator because last time I did this, I tried to do the embarrassingly easy math in my head. Apparently it was not easy yet. It was very embarrassing. I said it was like $3 a book, but it was actually like 30 something cents per book. But this time around, 29 cents per book, baby. What? I think I'm only keeping 4 on my physical TBR. Most of these will be going to Little Free Libraries. How about we get started with the ones I'm gonna keep? We'll get those out of the way. Okay, one, it's Barnes & Noble's Basics. How old is this book? 2004. Okay, that's not even that, I mean, that's 20 years old, but that's not that bad. I thought it was gonna be published in the 90s, but yay, I got this book because I love to crochet, I love to embroider, I'm very crafty, but I'm limited in my knitting abilities. I suck at it. I'm hoping that seeing it laid out in a book form will actually help me with my knitting skills because my friend tried to teach me. I've watched YouTube videos. It's just not working for me. But I love to crochet and I love the way that knit looks. So I'm definitely excited to hopefully Barnes & Nobles will teach me how to knit. And these are gonna be fiction. The first exciting find I have is Happy Hour. First, I've learned that I love when books have French flaps, I think is what one comment taught me. When it's a paperback and it's quite high quality, but it also has this bad boy in it. It makes the book feel so much more luxurious. It came with a very adorable bookmark, I guess. That's probably one of my favorite things when someone leaves a bookmark in a book that I buy. I'm keeping it forever. It's now part of my collection. Sometimes I do leave bookmarks in books in Little Free Libraries just for the fun of it, but I really cherish just like used things or things. You know, someone visited this beautiful bookstore, I'm sure, and got this awesome bookmark with their purchase, and that just makes me feel some type of way, you know? I've heard lots of good things about Happy Meal. Happy Meal? I'm not hungry. I believe this is very literary fiction-esque, brilliantly capturing a summer of striving in New York City. Issa, all of 21 years old, is already wise enough to understand that the purpose of life is the pursuit of pleasure, which I feel like I very much need to remind myself, especially lately. I've not been doing great mentally. My own thoughts have a tendency to really bog me down. So just a reminder that like life is about pleasure and finding beautiful bookmarks in 29 cents books at a library sale with your mom. That's what life is about. So I just thought it'd be really fitting if I kept this one. Oh, there's another bookmark. There's a note. I would like to make a statement based on the meaning of the scene, not the appearance of the scene. Choice of the artist. I don't know what this means, and I really regret losing the page that this post-it was in. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I think it was on this one. I'll just see what this post-it was talking about when I get to this. Happy Hour is a novel about getting by and having fun in a system that wants you to do neither. I've heard good things about this. I actually ended up DNFing it. A couple years ago, I just really wasn't in a place. Again, very literary fiction, so it's not plot heavy by any means, so I thought it was quite a drag. However, I feel like I'm at a different place in my life where I feel like I would really appreciate reading something like this, so I'm excited, and I really love the simplicity of the cover. Oh, a book that I'm so stoked about. I got The Good Girl by Mary Kubica, which if you watch my channel, I absolutely adore Mary Kubica. She is a mystery author and she wrote my favorite adult mystery, A Local Woman Missing. I've read a lot of her backlog, but this is one that I've yet to get to. I don't love the cover. It's kind of spooky, but I guess that's the point of it. I love her writing. So when I saw this, oh, I'm so jazzed to have this. One night, Mia Dennett, oh my God, her name is Mia. enters a bar to meet her on-again, off-again boyfriend, but when he doesn't show, she unwisely leaves with an enigmatic stranger. That's a crazy first move. At first, Colin seems like a safe one-night stand, but following Colin home will turn out to be one of the worst mistakes of Mia's life. Maybe this is teaching women about public safety. Reveals how even in the perfect family, nothing is as it seems. And then the last one is something I'm reaching out of. Oh, comes with a little sticker. It says friends because it was like part of the library sale. So typically it's like friends of the blank public library is where you can like donate books, or that's where they do their book selling. So if you are interested in looking at a library, by the way, it's like just Google like friends of the wherever you live public library, and hopefully some kind of website will pop up, or their like book selling Facebook page possibly. It might be a little bit difficult, but they were selling this for $1. That's so cheap. I'm gonna save this in here. This is the unfortunate side effects of heartbreak and magic. So I'm stepping out of my comfort zone because I don't usually gravitate towards fantasy. I guess anything whimsical. I'm very much like a real life fiction, contemporary, modern fiction girl. So you know what? Who knows? I might give this away in a couple weeks when I decide. It might not be my cup of tea, but cup of tea. It is so cute. I really, really like the design. The font is just so eye-catching. She's always believed that the curse of 4 heartbreaks that accompanies her magic would be worth the price, but when her grandma is diagnosed with cancer with only weeks to live and her first heartbreak, Jake McNeely, returns to town after a decade, her carefully structured life begins to unravel. Feelings for Jake begin to rekindle, and her grandmother growing sicker by the day, Sadie faces the last of her heartbreaks, and she has to decide, is love more important than magic? Oh, this says if you liked The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, you'll like this book. This sounds like there is a second chance romance involved, and that is my favorite romance subgenre. So we will see. But that sounds very sad because usually when there are grandparents involved in a book, I cry. So those are the 4 that I'm keeping. And then the rest, if you see these in a little free library anywhere, maybe it was also sitting on my bedroom floor one day. You know, you never know. Let's start off strong. I picked He's Just Not That Into You because I'm so serious. I didn't know that this was a book. This the cover just gives me so much nostalgia. I'm stuck in the era of early 2000s movies. Like, yes, The Challengers, fantastic. But like, I just watched the Fever Pitch a couple days ago. I actually like giggled so hard. That was such a good rom-com, despite, what's his name? Jimmy Fallon being in it. I had a blast. They don't hit the same now. Based on the popular episode of Sex and the City. So it was a TV show that made someone write a book and then they wrote a movie about it. I don't know. I just thought someone would get a kick out of finding this because I know I would. Oh, Afternoon tea, a timeless tradition. It offers a peek behind the curtain at Victoria's renowned Fairmont Empress Hotel. Afternoon tea served with elegance and gourmet indulgences since 1908. Included are well-loved recipes from the tea lobby. Oh, so this is like a literal tea recipe book? Oh, no, these are like short stories. You and I are finding out what these are about for the first time together because at a library sale, I feel like I simply go by vibes and cover alone because there's just not enough time to truly like flip through the pages. Here, do you want to make a carrot and ginger sandwich? I want to pick a different one. Here, if anyone is actually wants to look at that. Shrimp mousse on baguette. Ooh, Empress scones. Here, this is a cute page. There you go, sneak peek. How adorable. The Secret Life of Bees is, I believe, a classic. I, truth be told, know nothing about this book, but I've heard, like, sometimes when you see, lifetime favorite books, or people are like, books that changed my life, like, I feel like this, I've at least seen this around on those kinds of lists. So this is set in South Carolina, 1964, tells the story of Lily Owens, whose life has been shaped around the blurred memory of the afternoon her mother was killed. When Lily's fierce-hearted black stand-in mother, Rosaline, insults 3 of the deepest racists in town, Lily decides to spring them both free. They escape to Tiburon, South Carolina, a town that holds the secret to her mother's past. Taken in by the eccentric trio of black beekeeping sisters, Lily is introduced to the mesmerizing world of bees and honey and the Black Madonna. This is a remarkable novel about divine female power, a story that women will share and pass on to their daughters for years to come. Oh my gosh, yeah, so I honestly have heard fantastic things about this book, and if I want to read it, I can always borrow it from the library. We love the library, we love the Libby app, but I hope that someone can cherish this on their shelves. This nifty pile of books actually came with a rubber band. It stuck the 3 of them together because it looks like they are all a series. The Diner Lady Detectives. Am I sitting too far away from you? It's okay. You and I don't need to be that close. Murder is a dish best served ice cold. This is a delightfully and quintessentially British cozy mystery. 'Tis the season for gold, frankincense, and murder. And then the last one, the local mayor has a dinner date with death, which is so cheesy. I love it. There's a pie, and then there's poison. So that's perfect. This is a really cute trilogy. So the second one is called An Unfortunate Christmas Murder, and then the third one is A Terrible Village Poisoning, if you are curious. I don't need to tell anyone about this YA dystopian classic, absolute generationally defining novel. I truly believe that this will be taught in classrooms in the future. Like, this will be a classic. I'm collecting the hardcovers because I only have hardcover copy of the second one. So I'm just trying to hunt for used copies of the hardcovers. So I'm gonna give this bad boy paperback to someone who can really enjoy it. I loved this trilogy. I still have yet to read the fourth one, but I did enjoy the movie. Okay, my knee pits are sweating. This one just looks so summer. I'm obsessed. The Dance of the Seagull. That is so nautical, so nautical. Inspector Montalbano must search for his missing right-hand man, but is he already too late? Before leaving for vacation with Livia, Montalbano witnesses a seagull doing an odd dance on the beach outside his home, where the bird suddenly drops dead. Stopping in at his office for a quick check before heading off, he notices that Fazio is nowhere to be found and soon learns that he was last seen on the docks, secretly working on a case. He sets out to find him and discovers that the seagull's dance of death may provide the key to understanding a macabre world of sadism, extortion, and murder. It has a little water damage, but that just means someone read it on the beach, as they should have. So that is so awesome. The Light Between Oceans. After 4 harrowing years on the Western Front, Tom Sherborne returns to Australia and takes a job as the lighthouse keeper on Janus Rock. Isabel insists the baby is a gift from God, and against Tom's judgment, they claim her as their own and name her Lucy. They stole a baby when she's 2. Tom and Isabel return to the mainland and are reminded that there are other people in the world. Their choice has devastated one of them. Okay, yeah, so I skipped ahead. Let me go back to the middle of the blurb. 2 miscarriages and 1 stillbirth. The grieving Isabel hears a baby's cry on the wind. A boat has washed up on shore carrying a dead man and a living baby. Wow. I'm reading this. Please, let's read this. This doesn't really smell like an old book, but I think that's one of my favorite smells. This is a YA I thought was so precious. Look at this little kiddo's unicorn sweater. Are you being so serious right now? I love the art style of this cover. I just think it's so wistful, but so youthful at the same time. The sky blues, his name is Sky. Sky Baker may be openly gay, but in his small insular town, making sure he's invisible has always been easier than being himself. No, my heart. What better way to start living loud and proud than by pulling off the gayest promposal that Rockledge, Michigan has ever seen? Oh, then Sky's plan gets leaked by an anonymous hacker in a deeply homophobic e-blast that quickly goes viral. Him and his school turn his 30-day promposal countdown into a school-wide hunt to expose the e-blast perpetrator. Oh, my heart, my gay little heart. Whoever finds this, I hope will have a blast. I also love the spine. I've had a new appreciation for like book design. I just find it so fascinating, like the art that goes into designing book covers and stuff. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I really like this cover, but like, oh my gosh, so much thought I'm sure had gone into all of these beautifully crafted, beautifully curated covers. And that's just something that I really love. Okay, so Neil Gaiman, The Graveyard Book. Ooh, spooky. But it says that there are illustrations. Let's see together. Spooky, 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 spooky. Whoa, that is sick. This is illustrated by Dave McKean. Neil Gaiman, I read, what is that book? Stardust. That was a very whimsical, fairy tale-esque story, which I thought was really fun. I have yet to watch the movie, but Neil Gaiman's writing is very well renowned. I just thought someone would enjoy finding this at a little free library. Nobody Owens, known to his friends as Bod, is a normal boy. His literal name is Nobody Owens. The Ace of Light. This is giving very much The Great Gatsby movie vibes. Roaring 20s type of historical fiction, possibly. Model, muse, lover, artist. I'd rather take a picture than be in one, Lee Miller declares as she arrives in Paris one cool day in 1929. They did great. Exactly the vibes I was getting. Lee has left behind her life in New York and a successful modeling career at Vogue to pursue her dream of becoming a photographer. And then she finds a renowned surrealist artist, Man Ray, and now she's his assistant, and they embark upon a passionate affair. Model, muse, lover, artist. Okay, this one is a good change of pace. This one is the cutest kiddo book I've ever seen. It's called The Potato Chip Puzzle, which the puzzle is that the chip goes into my mouth. That's where the puzzle lies. Puzzle addict. Winston Breen and his best friends are off to an all-day puzzle hunt. There's a 50 grand, oh my gosh, $50,000 grand prize for the winning school's team. Can I join this? Packed with a variety of brain teasers. Oh my god. My heart. So it's very interactive. This is giving very much Geronimo Stilton from my generation. Like, I loved those books. Making reading fun for kids. Like, that's just, yes. The Wrath and the Dawn. A beautiful cover. Yet again. Of course, I was drawn in. The earrings on this stunning woman. Khalid, the 18-year-old Caliph of Khorasan. Whoa. Wait, let me Google how to say these names. Khorasan. But what if Google's not right? Each night he takes a new wife only to have her killed by sunrise? Okay. And then Shahrazad is the first volunteer to become Khalid's bride. She vows to stop his reign of terror for the friend she lost and all those who perished before her. Incredibly, Shahrazad manages to survive her first morning, then the next. Oh! If Khalid is truly the murderous madman everyone says he is, how does Shahrazad find it so easy to fall for him? That's so juicy. That is so juicy. Oh, this sounds so good. What? What? There's like a passage in here. What are you doing to me, you plague of a girl? He whispered. If I'm a plague, then you should keep your distance, unless you plan on being destroyed. The weapons still in her grasp, she shoved against his chest. No. His hands dropped to her waist. Destroy me. Why are not all the romantic girls absolutely eating this up? I don't know much about fantasy, but that sounds pretty damn good to me. For Victor, the story at the heart of mine. And for Jessica, the first star in my night sky. Guys, and there's a map. Oh, this sounds fantastic. I'm not gonna keep this for my own, but I'm gonna pick this up from my library. Like, I'm gonna put a hold on this book as we speak. Oh, there's no audiobook. Okay, that blows. Oh wait, there is. Ooh, my library, can you even see that? That's the cover, this is the physical. I feel like the physical gives so much more character than just wrinkled up fabric. I'm gonna borrow the audiobook. Okay, I'm gonna cover the name of my library. Yes! Yes! That literally sounds so good. I'm so excited. Okay, this I picked up because I think it's a very eye-catching sci-fi. Tomorrow's Children. A noxious cloud descends on Manhattan, mutating the population and cutting the island off from the rest of the world. Generations on, the surviving population exists amid the rubble of modernity, wearing cast-off clothing, worshipping celebrities as past gods, and using emojis in place of written language. Oh no. Below the surface, the city is a bomb waiting to explode. And now, the first tourist in centuries has arrived to strike the match. Wow, this is, okay, so excuse me, it's actually dystopian. This sounds so interesting. Also going on my TBR. I thought someone would get a kick out of finding the Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind screenplay in a Little Free Library. The shooting script, which I don't really know what that means, but like, I mean, I guess I do know what it means. It's literally a script that they shot. And there's also a Q&A with the director. I've never watched this movie, but I'm sure if you are a big fan of this book, like what I would do to have The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan in the form of a book, it would just hit so different. So I thought that would be really cool. Stephen King, The Wind Through the Keyhole. I'm too scared to read Stephen King because I'm not a thriller girl. I'm more of a mystery girl. And Stephen King scares me. I respect it, but it's a Dark Tower novel. Stephen King returns to the rich landscape of Midworld, the spectacular territory of the Dark Tower fantasy saga. Oh, it's fantasy. My bad. It's not a thriller, but I also don't read fantasy. Oh my gosh, he started this series in 1978. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. So if anyone is a fantasy reader, Ellen Hildebrand, barefoot. Again, so summer. Are you kidding me? This is how I wear jeans all the time. 3 women, 3 secrets. 1 long, hot summer. Honestly, I've not read an Ellen Hildebrand, but I've seen her name kind of pop up, especially when people talk about like summer reads. Oh, a novel that is as fun and memorable and bittersweet as That One Perfect Day of Summer. Oh, how cute. I thought this was a very adorable book. Mr. Rosenblum Dreams in English. What a cute, quaint little cover. At the outset of World War II, Jack Rosenblum, his wife Sadie, and their baby daughter escape Berlin, bound for London. One key item that would make him feel fully British, membership in a golf club, oh geez, remains elusive. In post-war England, no golf club will admit a Rosenblum. Jack hatches a wild idea. He'll build his own. It is an obsession Sadie does not share, particularly when Jack relocates them to a thatch-roofed cottage in Dorset to embark on his project. Aww. Captivating love story of a couple making a new life and making their wildest dreams come true. Ken Follett. Truth be told, I don't know why this guy's name looks familiar. I just decided to pick it up. The Man from St. Petersburg. Look at this eerie, ominous cover. What is the man in St. Petersburg doing? He's so creepy. His name was Felix, with a K. He came to London to commit a murder that would change history. A master manipulator, he had many weapons at his command, but against him were ranged the whole of the English police, a brilliant and powerful lord, and the young Winston Churchill himself. These odds would have stopped any man in the world. Except the man from St. Petersburg. Wow, that's so epic. Yeah, so I don't know. Oh, and how fitting is this freaking book to put in a little free library? Are you kidding me? A cat is watching and it's like in basically its own little free library. Oh, this is gonna be so precious. Look at the ways cats see us. So cute. So it also has like photos. Oh, I love cats. I wasn't a cat person until I met my cat. Avoid. And I would put my life on the line for that. I really would. The Sisters of Versailles, centering on France's most well-beloved monarch and the women who shared his heart and his bed. And well-loved is like that. Sumptuous, sensual, and witty portrayal of a group of women never before written about in English, it is a complex exploration of the power and sisterhood, of the admiration, competition, and even hatred that can coexist within a family when the stakes are high enough. Oh, that sounds great. I love, so it's one of those weird books that like the cover doesn't match exactly the book length and like she's peeking out of it. I just thought that was really clever. Cool. I hope someone enjoys that. Now all we have are hardbacks. If not for the title, like whatever art this is, I would absolutely hang on my wall. This is beautiful. This is the exact kind of art that always draws my eye and it feels very nostalgic. Don't you agree? This kind of artwork really just gets me going. The Shores of Bohemia, A Cape Cod Story, 1910 to 1960. Oh, the title page got a really cute picture. That's nice. Oh, wow. Oh, bibliography index. Oh my gosh, wait, what's happening? Oh, lots of photos. Whoa. This incorporates art in every single chapter. That's amazing. Well, I hope whoever finds this is a lover of art. Together, they found a community as they created some of the great works of the American century. This is their story. Welcome to the party. Oh, that's how the blurb ends. That's so precious. Oh, what a gem. The Robber Bride by Margaret Atwood. This cover is doing something. It's kind of a lot. I picked this up because it's Margaret Atwood. I'd not heard this title before, like I've heard of The Handmaid's Tale. This is a hefty book. It is a novel to delight in for its consummately crafted prose, for its rich and devious humor, and ultimately for its compassion. And speaking of classics, I picked up, or I guess, I don't know if this is a classic, but F. Scott Fitzgerald's This Side of Paradise. This stunning cover. Not read it before, but I just thought someone would get a kick again out of finding this cool edition. I love the font that they do here. So this came out in 2003. So I don't know, this caught my eye. A Girl is a Half-Formed Thing, which is a book that I actually own in paperback. I got it at an independent used bookstore that I really love. And I've heard very positive, very intriguing things about this book. So I thought, who knows, maybe someone would like finding a hardcover. It is a plunge inside its narrator's head, experiencing her world firsthand. This isn't always comfortable, but is always a revelation, touching on everything from family violence to sexuality and the personal struggle to remain intact in the times of intense trauma. It's moving, funny, and alarming. It is a book you will never forget. Wow. Oh, okay, one more classic. Emma by Jane Austen. I just, again, thought someone might like this edition. I don't know if it's supposed to be so yellow. I feel like maybe it started off white. It is like a brand new book. It doesn't even feel red. Does it smell weird? No, it doesn't smell like anything. Really? Was this published in 1996? That sounds incorrect. This book is older than me, but it's so new. It's cloth bound, at least on the spine. I do not think I will be picking up another Jane Austen for a while, and if I do, I will probably be doing audiobook because there is a fantastic comment from Crazy BioGeek, who I love reading their comments. They're always so insightful, but they mentioned that Jane Austen very much wrote in a time where stories were used to be told verbally for like entertainment in the evenings. So if I ever do pick up another Jane Austen, it will definitely be via audiobook because I did have a very entertaining time reading Pride and Prejudice when I read it as an audiobook. So I don't think I would ever pick up a physical copy, but I wasn't planning on keeping this anyway. Hooray! Danielle Steele, The Winners. I see Danielle Steele literally everywhere. Girlie has a million books out and we love that for her. Get that bag. I believe she's very much in the romance genre. Unforgettable cast of characters striving to overcome tragedy and discover the inner resources and resilience to win at life once again. Oh my gosh. Winners is about more than surviving. It is about courage, victory, and triumph. When all appears to be lost, the battle has just begun. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't think this is romance at all. I think I totally misspoke. And the last two, Jack Carr, True Believer. And I feel like this might be something my mom would be interested in reading. She ended up choosing a few books, but oh, she also got an X-Men DVD that we don't know how to play, but she got the DVD at the library sale because they sold DVDs, they sold audiobooks, they sold like VCR tapes. But anyway, I don't think she wants to keep this. I'll ask her though. But it is a thriller and she really loves mystery police work, like cold case type of thrillers. Let's see. Somewhere a true believer is training to kill you. He doesn't care how hard it is. He only knows that he wins or he dies. Oh. When a bomb goes off during a holiday fair in London, the body count is horrific and the nation's market goes into a tailspin. It is a high-intensity roller coaster ride. Explodes with action and authenticity that establishes Jack Carr as the new leader in political thrillers. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, just kidding. My mom would not want to read this. So, I don't know. But it's like a brand spanking new book. And the last book we have, of course I got it because of the stunning cover. Hum If You Don't Know the Words, in this vibrant, beautiful green. Reminds me of like the Come and Get It by Kylie Reed. That green right now, I mean, I'm sure this has been out for a little bit, but I absolutely love when a cover just like punches you in the face and makes you look at it. Stunning. Divided by the colors of their skin, their paths should never have crossed. Told through Beauty's and Robin's alternating perspectives, the interwoven narratives form a rich and complex tapestry of the emotions and tensions at the heart of the apartheid-era South Africa. It is a beautifully rendered look at loss, racism, and the creation of a family. Oh my gosh. So, this is terrifying. I kind of regret putting it in one stack. But 34 books, 29 cents a book, libraries. Mwah. Please let me know if any of these pique your interest because they absolutely pique mine. Just know that I absolutely adore my local library, as we all should, and I really appreciate you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!